guys, welcome back to the Bird's Nest. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Um, as you can see, I'm in bed chilling. That's what I thought I was gonna be doing. I'm cruising Twitter, just trying to get up, caught up on my socials since I kind of was like ignoring stuff. I didn't want to see my boy getting slammed on socials, and Shiloh gets ejected. But they say, hey, they say that's how it goes. The other guy was pushing him and pulling his face mask and all this. And maybe at some point he would have got a flag for that. But before they could do it, Shiloh swung on him. So Shiloh got ejected. I'm not going to think it's a conspiracy. They say that's what happens. That's what happens. If you retaliate, you get ejected. The other guy doesn't get ejected. They say that's normal. So I'm gonna take your word for it. I've never seen that before. What just transpired with Shiloh. I had never seen that before, so this is my first experience with that happening, where one's pushing the other one and taunting the other one, and then the other one swings. Normally it's a fight, but it wasn't a fight, I guess, because the guy didn't swing. He was just pushing Shiloh and pulling his face mask, which I think is a bad thing. But Shiloh swung on him. I told y'all about them Sanders boys. They know how to fight. I just told y'all that yesterday. They know how to fight. They both do. And so Shiloh reacted in a way that he shouldn't have in a game. Hopefully that will not cost him his position on the team. If he was going to make the team, who knows? I never got the impression that the league or Shiloh's team has a problem with him. They seem to like him. So I think he has a fair shot, something I do not believe that Shador has. So we'll see what happens with it. I hope he makes the team. But I guess he's gonna need to learn to control his temper. Or you're going to get ejected, or hopefully your team won't cut you, Shiloh. I don't think you deserve to be cut, and you're not in the same boat as Shador, so you have a fair chance. If you were going to make the team before, you probably still going to make the team, I presume, because you're not in the... If that was Shador that threw that punch, they'd have brought Shador up on charges, honey. They would have removed Shador from the stadium in handcuffs and had him do a perp walk. They can't stand Shador, honey. But they don't seem to have that problem with Shiloh. So I'm hoping that this doesn't affect his chance to make the team. I had no choice but to come back on and report it, because that's one of my CU nephews, and that's my Sanders nephew. They extra special. But yeah, honey, I told y'all yesterday that my Sanders boys know how to fight, and they will cave your chest in if you don't act right in their eyes. So that's what, Shiloh tried to punch the boy in the ding hell, but I don't know what he was thinking. And I hope it works out for him. Just a little quick update, sorry, Auntie looking hot mid, like I had to take my hair out of the scrunchie and try to, no light. I turned on all the lights. But anyway, y'all have a good night. I'm pretty sure I will not be checking in again. The games, what time is it? The games are done or underway and anything. I don't care about any of them. So I'll have nothing else to report until we find out what Shador's position and Shiloh, I guess. And Jimmy Horn Jr. Yeah, I'm going to have some people to report on whether they made it or not. Because Falcons already started cutting. So cuts are about to happen. And we'll see what happens with everybody. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed that Shiloh will just get a stern talking to, and that'll be the end of that. I hope that it doesn't hurt him severely. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And check out my previous video that I did earlier today. My Shador video. Thank goodness people are sticking up for Shador. Former players sticking up for him because, look, I am not a conspiracy theorist, and I don't like to go along with conspiracies. But if there's evidence, then it's not a conspiracy. There is evidence that Shador was sabotaged. Period. All the guys, the 2s and the 3s came out the game with Dylan. All gone. But then the crazy part is, even Gage was gone. So shout out to Gage. Clearly he done made the team. Gage is Shador's workout partner. Like, Shador and Gage took vacation together in the off season and practiced together. And so Gage been balling out, and it looks like he made the team, and maybe even be second string. And they took him out the game. Well, at the 2-minute warning, they took Shador out the game in the last 2 minutes and put Huntley in with Gage. Shador was not allowed to play with Gage. They let Huntley play with Gage. Listen here. So, of course, everyone clearly sees that Shador was sabotaged. So, and even Ocho said, why would they keep Shador? They clearly don't like him. So, like I said, if they keep Shador, the collusion is still going on. Because they don't like him, they sabotaged their own player. They're trying to break the spirit of their own player. I ain't even gonna say they. It's Stefanski. I had to say that because they're letting Stefanski do it. So if they keep him, the collusion is still going on, and they're trying to bury him. Let's see what happens with Shiloh. But I don't think they don't care about Shiloh. It's Shador that they hate. I don't even think it's Dion like y'all think. They might dislike him. The way he is, he's flashy. And as I stated earlier, they don't like flashiness from black people. I hate to do that race thing. You ain't never heard me do that before. But they don't like it. So, that's that. I'm not going to get into it. I already spoke about Shador's game. Just wanted to come on here and talk about my nephew Shiloh. Best of luck to him. Hopefully the team doesn't cut him because of this incident. Y'all have a good night. And I'll talk to y'all later in the week when we find out what's going to go on across the league, actually. With the teams making their final roster. Thanks for joining, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Mwah.